Jim, SoftBank's going to be buying Sprint, so what is this going to mean for the other carriers?
Well, I think that you really have to be careful of Verizon and AT&T. They've had a big move. They were yielding less than 5. They had been these income producers that also had some momentum because it looked like they were, AT&T helped destroy T-Mobile by making that bid. I mean, destroy, you know, it looked like it was on its heels. Sprint looked like it was starting to run out of money, and then suddenly you have Sprint well capitalized. You have T-Mobile making an acquisition. Suddenly you've got this very viable market where it's entirely possible there could be price wars.
And it seemed like we just had a 2-horse race. Now all of a sudden it looks like we got 3 horses.
Oh, I listened to that conference call. Oh my, SoftBank's aggressive, and they're taking down a lot of debt. But there have been tremendous concerns about whether Sprint could catch up on LTE, long-term evolution. Now those seem to be off the table, and so suddenly you've got Sprint with this really great data plan. My colleague at the Street, Matt Horween, reminds me that, look, Sprint had the better customer service. They did have the better data plan. Now, some people obviously are, I mean, I'm a Verizon user. But to have viable competitors to AT&T and Verizon, I mean, those stocks are too high. And I have liked them for a long time, but they're too high.
Now, we are talking as if this thing is a done deal, but they've got to go through government regulatory issues. Do you think there's going to be any kind of backlash because this is a Japanese company?
Well, I think that the government really wants well-capitalized players. Okay. And we saw that when AT&T was trying to buy T-Mobile. This helps Sprint stay afloat. So the government may be pro forma concerned, but they want real competition. Dan Hesse will sell this deal. He's a remarkable man. He will sell this through the government.
Now, not so much on the wireless side, but the spectrum side. Is there concern over them controlling so much spectrum because they're also talking to Dish about buying spectrum?
Right, and Clearwire. We don't know where Clearwire is going to go. I think that stock's run too much. But I was wrong last week. I thought it shouldn't have been that much above 2 by just looking at their debt load. But spectrum's always a contested issue. Verizon has a ton of spectrum now. AT&T has a lot of spectrum. So you get these situations where the competitors are so well capitalized and have so many things going for them that all you really want to do is keep a lot of players in the market so that the price of the iPhone is down. Remember, they can subsidize it, and the price of your bill is down. So I think anyone who's against this in the government is going to really not have a good hand.
Let's step back, just rank the stocks. Just irregardless of now well, it seems like it's a game changer.
Sprint capped itself. I don't know what. I've been a huge backer of Sprint. Now you have to wait to see what happens after this tender offer, 55% in cash. The stock has had a lot of upward momentum based on the idea that the bond market was vibrant. They could raise the money, and so therefore they could compete. Now what we're stuck with is a stock that looks capped. So I can't tell you to put more money into Sprint. Verizon and AT&T, once they yield 5.25, pounce.